And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the February 3rd edition of Makers and Movers. How are you doing today, folks? What an exciting weekend we had. The groundhog did not see a shadow, so we should have an early spring. How's that sound? If you're your first time here or a long time here and know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in the area. It's like 30s here. We got coffee in the cup. I'm back to drinking coffee. I'm at the tail end of this, so I am feeling so much better. Rested over the weekend. Thank you to those who reached out to me about that. About how I was feeling. Thanks, guys. It meant a lot to me. I'm trying to find my notes on stuff so that we know what we got going on today. Because we also, with all that, make sure like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Because we're going to talk, what I feel is the smartest way to sell your team stores, your merch stores, your spiritwear, things like that. And I'm going to give you some reasons on why using online stores work better than having them order bulk. So we're going to discuss those things. But I also need your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? I don't know. Because we've got this call here, then I've got a call at 9:30, which is our mentorship call at 9:30 to 10:30. And then I have meetings the rest of the day. I've got like a 2-hour meeting with a school that we're going to. And then we've got a meeting with the Little League organization. And then we've got a meeting with what's that one? That one's for a tournament that we've got a meeting for. And then we've got one at a baseball facility. So we are loaded and stacked today. Yeah, because we've got school. No, I take that back. We've got school. Then we've got a call with a league for baseball. Then we've got for a basketball tournament, and then with baseball. So we've got a stacked day today. And with that, we've got DTF that needs to get done. Email, just make sure those are going out because we have our webinar on Wednesday. So I'm going to work on that a little bit more. We've got things that need to be progressed. It is Monday. We've got quite a bit to do. So let me know your things and what you got rocking and rolling today. So we will check in with everybody. Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 7 and snow. It was like 50s this weekend. Water in the cup, 5 things. Quotes, test embroidery designs, customer pickup, graphics layouts. So, memory bear. Barb, what's a memory bear? Is that where they take like parts of shirts and things like that and make a bear? Is that what that is? Rena, good morning. 57 there in SoCal, finishing up a few jobs, then packing up for Vegas. Let's go. I am glad I am not going. What's this at Long Beach? Like a tuberculosis outbreak happened there. And then there's a boatload of people that are just sick in general, like what I had. Some are saying, hey, Vegas is going to be the same way. Doesn't surprise me. But once again, Rena will have to give us an update on APA. And I really was hoping that I'd be well enough to attend that and that I'd be able to use my flight credits to go there, but that was way too much. Way too much for me to go there for that. And it's good because I'm still not feeling 100%. And the last thing I need to be doing is talking with people and continuously doing that. Tim, good morning to you. 37 all the way up to 50 today, right? Nice. After good snow yesterday. We didn't get any snow. We just had rain. And it's the time of year where, we'll have snow and then it rains, the yard's a soggy mess, and you see the dog bombs everywhere, and you're just like, you don't want to go outside because it's just a sloppy mess. Yeah, not down with that. Barb says she laughs at the groundhog as we have winter either way. Yeah, I mean, we do. It's fun, right? Last year they said early spring, but did it happen? I don't remember if it happened or not. And Barb says, hi, Rena and Tim. Tim's 5 things are flat glass quote at 10, embroidery to do for hockey guys. So Tim's in that. So that's like in 20 minutes for Tim. Good luck on that, Tim. Embroidery to do for hockey guys. Set up Facebook post and another flat glass quote at 4. And going to make potato soup for dinner. That sounds good. This weekend, what did we do? I did chicken cheesesteaks. I did homemade sloppy Joe. And I feel like there was something else in there that I made. I have to go through the leftovers and see because, usually I cook more on that. And like this week, it's all prepped for Super Bowl Sunday because I don't know if you know, but that's my holiday. I love to cook. And so we'll start cooking at 8 in the morning, Bloody Marys, mimosas. Even if the teams are in there, it's about the food, the fun. I'll put some pictures of some past stuff. We built food stadiums. We've done we've had some fun with it. And so I said, hey, everybody get in what they want for it so we can start making sure we have everything for that. Probably smoke a pulled pork and then, a bunch of finger foods and snackies. So that way that's rocking all day long. Which that's what we got. We can talk about that this week too. Well, who you got for Sunday? But what we'll do is we'll go through these things, go through a couple of them, interact. We'll do that chit chat for it. The main thing I want you to know is on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are having a webinar on this. The link is in the description, so go click on that and register for free. I had a really long talk with my mentorship, with my mentor, and then in my mentorship community, and I got hammered on my pricing being too low as they went through the program and what was there and what we still needed to do. So we're readjusting some things on there. It made me feel a lot better about myself. And that's where sometimes you just need mentors, right? You need other people you need a group that as you put stuff in there, and it has to be a group that is seeing how to me. If you're the smartest person in the room, it's not a good group for you to be in. I want to be the dumbest person in every room I'm in so I can soak up as much knowledge as possible. But that's where you really find value in your stuff when people say, hey, you need to raise your price on this. Hey, why are you doing this for it? If you're around people who don't value their self-worth, their business, what they're doing, the amount of time, labor, energy that goes into something, find new people. And again, you want to get in there and do that. And, as they were going through of what is all there, they're like, yeah, you need to up this because of this. And it's you're going to require a lot of hand holding. And that off of building one store, they can make the money to pay for it. 2 stores, they're rocking and rolling. So we're going through that. Also, February, it is February here. So we do have our new, I'm going to find the link and post it in here. We do have our new book for February book month. It is The War of Art, Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles. I will post the link to Amazon on that. And with that, you can also, I think this one was like through Audible. It's only like a 2.5 hour listen. So it should be, I'm going to try and, I know I was going to say I'm going to try to, I'll have it on the background as I do things today, quotes and things like that. But I should be able to bang it out here probably tomorrow morning. And interested to see how that goes. So if you've listened to it, let me know because I would be interested in hearing what you have to say on that. So that's in there. Okay. So let's get into it. Using online stores, it works better than bulk ordering. And why? Okay, let's start with number 1. 0 inventory hassles. So there's no guesswork and there's no dead stock, right? Because one of the biggest challenges that your end customer has with bulk ordering is predicting what's going to sell. So they might order 100 shirts in various sizes and colors, only to realize what happens. Oh, the black medium tees are gone, and they're stuck with the 2X ones, and they've been sitting in boxes for months. So while they thought they were saving money because they were buying in bulk, they've got all this dead inventory that's sitting there. That ties up money for them. It leaves them with unsold inventory that ends up becoming a loss on it. So with the on-demand production style, where we're building everything online for them, they don't have to guess, right? Every item that's made is an item that is sold. So they don't have anything sitting there. Customer places an order. We produce the order form that the company or organization that has put on the store, they're never stuck with dead stock again. None. So they don't have to worry about that. So, Brian, he does a lot with marching bands. So, something like this, instead of the marching band ordering 200 shirts in various sizes and hoping that they sell, online, excuse me, we can launch that online store for them where parents, supporters, members, everybody can pick exactly what they want. So that's going to eliminate the risk of having overstock of certain sizes and not enough stock of another size, and that every order is paid for before it's produced. Ooh, maybe a small gym might want to offer branded apparel, but they can't afford that inventory. Here, let's go through it. They have, one logo and they want to put it on stuff. Well, they're going to order, on a t-shirt, they're going to order 10 of each size, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X. There's 5 times 10. That's 50 shirts for that. That's just t-shirts. Now let's add, if they want to have 5 different products, t-shirts, long sleeves, crew necks, hoodies, hoodless hoodie. There's 5. So 5 times that's 250 shirts. Maybe they just don't have the budget for it. So with on-demand stores, the way that we do them, they can offer unlimited options without ever having to bring in the stock for it. So how do you do this for them? This is what we've all talked about. You got to set up those online stores using platforms that are able to offer a variety of products, and they only get printed when the store closes at its end. And this way they never have to worry about unsold inventory even there. So does that make sense? I think that one makes sense. That one's pretty self-explanatory on it. Let's see. We pull your, where's it at? There it is. What Tim have to say? Tim's 5 things. He was yep. About to jump in the truck. Keep an ear on the show. Drive safe, Tim. And Tim said, I'll have to miss that show. I'm going to be on a podcast Wednesday night. Maybe I sign up, and if it's posted somewhere, I'll rewatch it. It will be. You'll be able to get into it, Tim. I'll make sure that you are able to. Why? Because you're in our mentorship. So we'll make sure that you're able to get a copy of that. Okay. So what's another reason to do online stores instead of the bulk? No upfront costs. So it keeps their cash flow healthy for them. So, those traditional bulk orders require that upfront investment. Could be small, could be large, but it requires that upfront investment for them. Because, inventory needs to be paid for before they even sell a single item, right? They need to buy it all before they can sell it all. And it can be a financial burden on things, especially for, a small business or a group that may not have the extra funds on hand. So by having us do an online store for them, it removes this barrier. They can start selling with zero upfront costs. They pay for, the customers pay for the product, so they're not out any pocket and trying to recoup it. Customer pays for it all, everything's there. So something like a PTA. We're going to go meet with something today. They don't have $2,000 to upfront to. They don't have the $2,000 upfront to purchase a bulk order. Okay, so if they go to the traditional route, hey, you need to pay this before you get your stuff. But they take, when they're doing this, what are they also doing? Here's the stuff that they're doing in bulk. They're taking the orders manually. They're collecting the payments for it, and they are hoping and praying that they guess the right amount of quantities in the right colors in the right sizes. So they're a lot of risk on them to make sure they recoup their money for it. With an on-demand store that we do, hey, yep, we can put a store together. It's online, ready to go. They start selling immediately, right now, today, and there is no risk to them. If they only sell 5 shirts, they only sell 5 shirts. They're not out thousands. If they sell thousands of shirts, they didn't have to come up with tens of thousands to get it in there. So, anybody can break into this because it doesn't make for us to invest in a lot of things for it. We can do it. In our webinar, we'll talk through some ways that you can do this at a very low cost for it. So you're able to get out there and start doing things. So all you really have to do is just make mock-ups, upload those, everything else is handled. So, what can you do is you can get together and, create a sample store. Here's what we can do for you. We can create the same one for you. So you can create a sample store for them, and they'll never have to worry about, oh, what am I doing? I don't understand this, because, yep, here's our sample store for it. So pretty simple, pretty easy with it. Jeff, good morning to you, my friend. And Tim says, well, now that quote has changed to 10:30. Man, I was hoping to be done before the call today, so maybe I'll catch it at the end. Tim, I have faith in you. You're going to rock that out in like no time. I know what you're going to do, my friend. All right. So here's what I feel is a great selling point on why we should do online stores instead of bulk ordering. They have an unlimited, did I say that right? An unlimited product variety. So more choices can equal more sales. So with that traditional bulk ordering, every new design, size, color means added risk, right? If they want to offer 5 different shirt colors, they're going to have to buy and store each one of those colors in multiple sizes, and it's going to increase the complexity of it on their end to stock inventory, do everything with this. But more importantly, it's going to increase the cost for them. So when we put an online store for them, it eliminates the issue because we're allowing them to offer unlimited product options without any extra investment on them. So a sport league, like we've got a youth league that's one of the meetings today. If they want to offer hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants in multiple colors and sizes, they would have to purchase that. If they go bulk, we got to purchase all those. I don't know, man. So we're just gonna, knock it down to maybe one or two options, so they're not overspending. Because if they don't sell, they're stuck with that. They're stuck with that dead inventory. But on that on-demand, then the online store that we're able to do, they can list all. They can list it all. Here's all the pants. Here's all the shirt options. Here's all the color options. Here's all the sizes options. So it allows that customer to choose exactly what they want, and they don't have to hold on that inventory. Simply if you're putting together a store, a merch store for a local restaurant, right? Maybe they can have 10 different designs and it's just t-shirts, but instead of them having 10 different designs, 50 shirts for each one, 10, now they're ordering 500 shirts. Hey, we just have an online store, and then they don't ever have to worry about over ordering, and you take care of it all for them, and then you send them a check. It's pretty nice. So what you can do is when you're building out your store, show, hey, here's all the options that you're able to do. And we can do even more than this, but here's what you're not stuck with this inventory. So once again, online store saves them money because they're not storing a bunch of X product, gives them the opportunity to make more money because they can select more products. And at the end of the day, it's way less hassle for them. I full-heartedly believe that for it. Now, next up is that whole order management side of things, because on somebody that's doing a bulk order, especially in a team, school, sports setting, they have to figure all that out. Hey, we need 500 shirts. Here's the sizes. Cool, boom, 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 done, giving it to you. But they're the ones that have to track the payments for it. They're the ones that have to track the sizes for it. They're the ones that have to keep up with the details of who ordered what and when. If something is miscounted or lost, it's 100% on them. And the frustration can be huge for that end customer. And then it could cost them more because, I didn't get enough of these. Well, hey, you need to reorder, and here's what you need to do. So now where you thought you made profit, not so much. So with an online store, it removes that hassle by pretty much automating everything on their end, right? They just push it out to their customers, to their clients, to their team parents, whoever it is. They order, payment is collected by us. We handle everything else, and then we ship right to the customer. So they don't have to touch anything. All you have to do is just boom, push out these emails, push out these posts. Make sure to stay front and center with them. Where we've run into it a lot is, on the travel sports things. They were collecting paper order forms. Here's an order form for you. So then they're chasing checks. They're trying to figure out, is that Timmy or Tommy? They don't know what it is, and they're bound for running some errands. There's some errors. Somebody might click the wrong box and might order the wrong size, or somebody forgot to pay. They have this, but there's no payment for it. Where's the receipt for this? There's just no way to track it with the manually things if something gets lost. So with the online store, simple. Parents come to the site, they pick out the items they want, they pay. Done. No paperwork, no missed payments. There's nothing to worry about on that back end. You're able to keep track of those payments easily for them, track of the orders easily for them. You're able to run everything for it and handle it 100%. So it's off for them. And this is where when we're setting up, in places like Shopify or Chipley or Ecwid, we're able to have that information, and then we're able to do with that how it works for us. Setting up processes to make sure that everything is getting done right, and get it there. On their end, they still have nothing to worry about. So all they know is they have to send out the stuff, and then they collect a check for it. Once again, we are trying to make this as easy as possible for them because we don't want them to have any stumbling blocks with it, any issues with it, any things with that. The other thing is, one of the bigger frustrations that people have when ordering in bulk is sometimes when they order in bulk, those production schedules can be put out there, right? Hey, it's 4 to 6 weeks before you get stuff. And that doesn't always work for them. These schools and teams and organizations that are doing it, they hate waiting weeks for stuff. You know, Here a store is open for 2 or 3 weeks, and then your production schedule is 3 to 5 weeks. So somebody could order something and not have anything in their hand for 6 weeks. So what happens when they do in bulk? You've done that, and now here's the delay on their end for distribution because they're getting everything. They're going through who gets what, packaging things up. What do we do with this? Okay, let's see this, order forms, whatever. So it can just lead to a lot of unhappiness in that end buyer. When we do online stores, we do batch printing, right? Here it is, as stuff comes in, especially with us in the way that we do it, where we have DTF. We know that we can order stuff, a few times a week and get things in here ready to go, get orders out to them. We know that if we, at the end, we can say, hey, we're going to bulk this up. So store's going to be open for 2 weeks. From the time that we close that store in 2 weeks, you'll have your stuff in 7 to 10 business days. So we can say from the time that we open the store until the time the last person has their order in hand is 4 weeks. And that's with the ordering time in it. That's with the production. That's with shipping. That's with everything in their hand. So you're able to do that and be a lot more effective with it. Ways that we've ran into this is I couldn't tell you how many times that we've had that experience where, a team needs spiritwear for their first game, but they're waiting 4 to 6 weeks for stuff because they're missing, they missed out on that sales window. So what we'll do is we'll open something up before the season starts, have it open for a week, get this to be guaranteed by the opening game, opening meet, whatever it is. And there, then as soon as that one opens, okay, we've got this next one. You'll have your stuff by the 3rd week of the season. So we have 2 windows that they're able to the preseason sale. Here's this, you have everything beforehand. And then when they start seeing stuff, oh, I forgot to order. Hey, we got that order. That's open for this. We'll have it by that time. So that way they're not waiting weeks and weeks and weeks for things. And sometimes I have seen cases where by using, especially big box places, that they have gotten stuff the last week of the season or after the season was completed. And that doesn't do good for anybody. We don't want them to do that. The biggest thing that we can do is when we're setting up these stores is setting those clear deadlines for the customers and communicate those expected delivery times. Stores open from this day to this day. We start production. Production is this day to this day. Things will be shipped out. Typical shipping is this time to this time. So you lay all that out there. Everybody knows from the get-go what to expect with it. Communication is 100% key for it. Using those structured schedules is going to allow you to have a great turnaround time, and it's going to keep you very, very efficient. So with that, here's what we got. As we go through the 5 things again. Zero inventory hassles. So there's no guesswork or no dead stock. There's no upfront cost, so it allows them to keep a hold of their cash. We can offer unlimited products for them. It's effortless to manage the orders for them. They don't have to do anything. They just send the stuff out. We're able to take care of it from there. And at the end of the day, we can have happier customers because we're allowing for faster turnaround time. Because at the end of the day, selling merch shouldn't be complicated, expensive, or risky. We don't want any of that. Like when you're switching over to online stores, us, teams, fundraisers, we eliminate all those inventory risks. We reduce the upfront cost to them. We can offer more variety. The order management is way easier than going through forms, and it ensures that we have a happier customer at the end. And at the same time, it maximizes our profits and raises more funds for them. At the end of the day, we are problem solvers for them. They are trying to get new computers, new equipment, new bags, new anything that they're trying to do. There's a cancer benefit. They're trying to raise money to help pay medical bills. We can do that. We are solution providers. They have a problem, we can solve it. Vanilla Ice taught me that. Very simple to do. So, love to hear your thoughts on that. Make sure to comment below with any thoughts, comments, issues that we have. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I would love to hear it for you. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so when we go live, you are notified. And then this Wednesday, February 5th, 7 p.m., there is a link in the description. Go sign up for our webinar. We're going to do this first one There will be limited signups for it, and then there will be limited that can actually join that program as we flesh it out. And we're talking about doing some different things with it. So until Wednesday, you guys have an amazing day. I got to find my mouse. There it is. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.